What's up? We are in Idaho right now. A lot of it, when I first started driving through Idaho, a little bit boring. You come from Wyoming and you come scaling down the mountains, and then you kind of get to a lot of flatlands in Idaho. They've got some mountains in Idaho. We're in Twin Falls right now. Right in front of me is Snake River Canyon. So, check it out. As you can see, looking pretty flat around here. And I pulled up to this little campsite here. And I kind of just walked over here and I was like, what is this? And there's this huge canyon over here. Never seen a canyon before in my life, so this was pretty cool to see. Just kind of seems a little bit surreal, just like this big hole in the ground. But there's a bridge over there that looks pretty cool, but basically have some plans for today. I wanted to go into town, which is really close. I think it's maybe like 10 minutes in, and go do some shopping, go to the Planet Fitness, get a shower, get a workout in, and then do some hikes around here, see if there's anything cool that I can see. Maybe I can actually go down into the canyon. I don't actually know. There's also some waterfalls here somewhere that I'd like to check out, and then come back here. Hopefully this spot is still open. I actually don't think you're allowed to camp here. I think there's only like designated spots that you can. Last night was fine. I don't know. I'll try it again, see what happens. Yeah, it's been a while since I checked in from the video I did at Cloud Peak. Kind of done a lot since then. Cloud Peak was like on the eastern side of Wyoming, and I made it all the way to Idaho, so I didn't do nothing that entire drive. So it kind of started out after Cloud Peak, drove into the town called Ten Sleep, had some breakfast there, went to an RV park and got a shower there. I think it was maybe like $5 or $10 or so. It's amazing what a shower can do to change your mood. Then I went to the next town over, which was Warland, Wyoming. Saw some like native Indian dancing there that they were kind of showcasing at the museum. And after that, I kind of talked about it a little bit at the end of the last video, but I went to Thermopolis, took a bath in their hot springs, which was super nice, especially after that hike up Cloud Peak. Really healed the body. So did some laundry there as well. Then I started heading more west. A lot of elevation in Wyoming, obviously. It's a super mountainous state. I saw the Tetons, again, just like this canyon, really super surreal to see. Saw them from like a distance, saw them up close. I'm pretty sure I have some footage of that, and I'll put that here now if I do. And I also went up north to Yellowstone, which honestly, Yellowstone is a lot of driving. Yellowstone is huge. I feel like I didn't really get to experience it that much just because it's like with the elevation, it was starting to get super cold up there. And I don't really want to test the limits of this van. I don't really want something to break in the van and have to pay for repairs, so I'd rather play it safe than sorry. Everything on here so far has been good. The water heater, I've only tried it once and it wasn't working, but I don't think that's a huge deal. Maybe I can try it again. Maybe it was just like a one-time thing. The water heater isn't super essential for what I'm doing. Back at Yellowstone, I saw Old Faithful, the geyser. I waited around for it to kind of pop off. Super cool to see. There was also a bison just hanging out by the geyser. There was another one too in another part of the park. They're kind of just chilling, just eating grass, doing their thing. Thought they might be more in like a pack situation, but I guess not. So then after that, I went back down south, crossed through the Teton Park to go to Jackson, Wyoming, which is a super cool town. Like, it's something that you wouldn't expect to be there, but I kind of just walked around their downtown area. Went to a bar, had a couple drinks, met some cool people there, played some pool. I cut out that night a little bit early though to go up into a really hilly area that I went up in the dark, mind you. Kind of weird to do all of that sketchy driving in the dark, because coming back down in the morning, there were definitely steep cliff sides that I could have just easily drove over. I was hoping to get some really good footage of the Tetons when waking up, but it was cloudy that day. But I still got some cool pictures. Super cool to see. Like, they are massive, being able to see that from a distance even, and up close. I mean, whichever way you do it is just kind of crazy. And that morning when I woke up, it was actually snowing too, so it was starting to get pretty cold out there. So I had to retreat, right? So I went back down the hill, made my way towards Idaho, and in Idaho, kind of some boring parts. I love doing all the driving in the van. I love seeing new things, but there are some times where I just have to kind of hang out. So I got into Idaho, and my first stop was in Idaho Falls. I stayed in a Planet Fitness parking lot for a few days there. Wanted to get some workouts in while also just kind of waiting around because my monthly budget for this is not anything crazy. I'm not rich or anything like that, so I can't be spending all the money on gas and everything to do all the traveling. So I have to kind of hang out. I have to bunker down sometimes. Tried Jack in the Box for the first time. It's basically a bad Burger King. So their breakfast is good. Some of their breakfast sandwiches were decent, so would recommend that. But their actual like dinner food, I guess you could call it, not so great. Also, one of those days in Idaho Falls, I went to Buffalo Wild Wings just to get like a beer or two. And you don't ask the price of a beer. Like you can pretty much assume like, hey, it's around this price. I had 2 beers, and the check was $13. Each beer was $6.25. Somebody explained that to me. Buffalo Wild Wings is not like a bar, right? Like you've got like dinner food there as well. So why are your drink prices so high? I don't know. It's beyond me. When I was in Idaho Falls, just chilling in that parking lot, something about the vibes of that place just wasn't really great. I didn't really enjoy my time there too much. I kind of decided to leave to Pocatello, went into their Walmart parking lot to kind of hang out for a few days, and they also had a Planet Fitness across the street, so do workouts, kind of just chill. Actually, on my way to Pocatello, I stopped at a Love's truck stop so I could cut my hair, and I wanted to do it in the most respectful way possible without leaving a mess everywhere. So in my gym bag, I took my Dyson vacuum and a broom head and all my clippers and stuff like that, and just gave myself a haircut in the shower. I was kind of nervous that somebody might be like, hey, what the hell are you doing in there? But luckily I got the shower like at the very end of the hall where I don't think many people could hear me and everything. But the Love's truck stop showers are super nice too. Nicest showers so far that I've seen. Most expensive too, $17, but the way I looked at it was like, hey, it's like $17 for a haircut. So that leads me to here, Snake River Canyon, where I'll be here for maybe a couple days. The plan today, go into town, go to Walmart, do some shopping. Planet Fitness is here as well, so I'm gonna do a workout. Then I wanna see about some hikes around here because I would love to kind of get down into the canyon and see what's going on down there. I'm pretty sure there's a trail somewhere that kind of shows the waterfall and like the bridge over there that's kind of cool looking, so I'll be checking that out. Then I want to see if I can come back to this exact spot because this seems like the spot that's like closest up to the edge, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I want to see if I can come back to this same exact spot, cook up a steak or something like that, possibly have a fire. There's a little fire ring right there. So yeah, I'm gonna head into town and start that list. It's gonna get sunnier out later today, so the day should really brighten up. So yeah, let's go do some shopping. Shopping done, gym done, and now we're gonna do some trail in the Snake River Canyon. Leaving the gym now and be there in a little bit. So we're here, Snake River Canyon. Just kind of started, but there's that bridge and massive canyon. What more can you expect? Looks like we're going down this way. See what else is down there. Super nice day out today too. I think it's like 70 degrees out right now. I crossed over that bridge this morning to do like the shopping and the gym and everything like that. Past the bridge is where I was camping last night, and hopefully tonight as well. So let's keep going and seeing what else this path has to show for itself. So peace. So we got our first kind of waterfall here. There should be more, and the sun is barely like cresting over this side of the canyon over here. Really cool, but there's definitely some more waterfalls up there. Where the water comes from, who knows? Just be coming from the earth like that. So here's that waterfall just a little bit closer up. And it comes flowing all the way down to the river. Maybe we can see some cooler waterfalls here. I know I'm gonna go to there's an observation deck for the Shoshone waterfalls. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. So I'll be going there after this. And then after that, I'm excited to be making some steak tonight because it's been a little while. And if I'm lucky, I can make a fire. Oh, I just missed it. But somebody just base jumped off of that bridge over there. Checking in a little bit. Peace. In this tree, there's a bunch of like spider webs shining in the sun. Just thought it looked kind of cool. See if this will pick it up at all. We are getting closer to the bridge though, almost right under it at this point. Really cool. Still haven't seen the base jumper yet, but the sun did end up coming back out, making it really nice to do this hike today. It's a short one, maybe only like an hour or so. Looks like they have some kind of like platform up there to be able to do the base jumping because it's on both sides too. Or I don't know, maybe that's just for like maintenance or something. There's like a staircase down there at the bottom right there. And it goes all the way up that curve. So speaking of the base jumpers that I saw, I mean the one that I saw earlier, on this trail there's actually a memorial here for a base jumper that unfortunately passed away due to some kind of incident base jumping, Brandon John Chance. And after Googling a little bit, it looks like he was part of the Twin Falls base jumpers. This happened back in 2019, but really unfortunate, but really nice that they were able to put something out there for him. It's kind of like out in this open area as well. I keep walking and just past that memorial, and I keep thinking how terrifying that must have been when, not sure exactly what went wrong, but I imagine something with the parachute didn't deploy, and man, I can't imagine what must have been going through his head as that was happening. But obviously people continue still doing it, and I understand why, because I'm kind of a adrenaline junkie myself. I've done skydiving a little bit, and I've done it once. Motorcycles, roller coasters, whatever. I think it'd be really cool to have like a wingsuit and jump off a mountain. I'd be down for that. I also sat in the back seat, or not the back seat, the passenger seat of a NASCAR car, and I forgot how fast we were going. They were loud and fast, and that's really all I cared about. Really don't understand how people aren't into adrenaline rushes like that, because I guess I wasn't always into it, but in my like teenage years, went to Six Flags, and my first ever roller coaster was the Whizzer. And that's probably one of like the most easygoing roller coasters ever. But that's kind of like what showed me like I can do bigger ones and bigger ones and bigger ones. And I kind of find out that I like it. Love that feeling like you're in danger. Then you go back home and you watch those videos of malfunctioning amusement park rides and you're like, damn. But then you still kind of keep doing it. Pretty sure we're almost at the end of this trailhead as well. So we'll see how far this trail goes and then circle back. So that way I can do the observation deck and then go back to camp. So, peace. Pretty sure this is the end of the trail. We're coming up on the river now, coming up right alongside it. And I was hoping we'd be able to get closer to this river, so happy to see that. Lots of spider webs all over the place too. This is where I am. Looks like it's the end. Really makes you feel tiny down here. Reflection on the water is really cool. Sound of the waterfalls behind me is really nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure camp is around the bend over here. And then the observation deck I think is a little bit farther down that way too, on this side. I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit and then check out that observation deck and then go make some food. That was Monessen Trail, I think is what it's called. Monessen, I don't know. But now we're on our way to Shoshone Falls observation deck. So let's see what that looks like. I think it's supposed to be like the main waterfall of this canyon. So I'll be there in about 20 minutes, show you guys what it's like, and then it's back to camp. See you in a bit. Shoshone Falls, Shoshone, I don't know. I was just talking to a guy up at the top, and this is obviously the worst time to be here. The water level has dropped significantly in the past few months, but he says normally like that kind of whole like basin up there is filled and it's just like raging water coming down, which is unfortunate, but I'm here in October, but what can you do? But honestly, just looking down the canyon, it's pretty awesome. Just like at this point where I'm at, you can see just a few miles up ahead into the canyon. I think for now I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go back to camp and make me a fat steak. And just like last night, I was having problems with flies getting into the van, even with the bug screen. And there's a bunch of flies here. Idaho, fix your fly problem. But yeah, happy to be here, seeing these cool sights, and these people just have it super close to them, so I hope they feel fortunate about that, because I sure would. Just a few hours driving from here and you get to see a bunch of cool places. And I think to get here from Illinois, it's maybe about 20 hours or so. I have to drive pretty far to see some cool stuff, so it's not really accessible for a guy like me. So I'm gonna head out of this place and I'll see you in a bit. Peace. So made it back and I am hungry, so I'm ready to eat some food and we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna get everything out, and I would probably normally have this door open, but yesterday I had so many flies in here. I think I killed maybe like 15-20 flies, and that's just gross. I'm not trying to have flies in here while I'm eating, so thank God I brought my bug zapper, because that thing comes in handy more than you know. Steak. Turn the air conditioning on so that way it exhausts all of the fumes in here. Just gonna eat it right out of the pan just because why waste dishes, am I right? In case it's not that good, trusty A1 steak sauce. I'm also curious, Arby's horsey sauce? I think that might be kind of good on a steak. I don't know. We'll try it out. Looking pretty good to me. Check this out. I always take the first few bites of steak without any sauces or anything like that, see how it actually tastes. And I know this is non-stick. I'm going to try my best to not get this knife into the coating of that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Some horsey sauce. See what that tastes like. That's really good. Horsey sauce and steak is amazing. I'm kind of lazy when it comes to cooking, so I just plop the steak down on the pan and call it a day. Put some seasoning on it, some Steak and Shop, whatever the hell that is. And then classic A1. Oh shit. Yeah, this steak so far has been delicious. And it's kind of like exactly what I needed after a day at the gym, doing about an hour and a half's worth of hiking or so. Long day. Good day, but long. And I can see on the window all these flies trying to get in here. So if I had this open, it'd be a disaster in here. I had killed one already while I was cooking. It's over there somewhere. Dead. That was perfect. Well, maybe not, because I kind of wish I had more. So I guess I'll clean this up, hang out for a little bit, scope it out, see if I can make a good fire tonight, see how comfortable I feel doing that. And I could use the sink to clean dishes, but it's honestly just kind of easier, more efficient just to kind of clean them out like this with a paper towel. Kind of get all the hard crusted parts off of there. Just like that. Take another one, get the remaining bits out of there. Then you grab a wet wipe, give it a once over like that. And this pan is pretty much clean now. Clean a little bit of this stove because that grease was popping everywhere. Take the dry part of this paper towel, clean it up, and just like that. Clean. I think right now I'm just gonna hang out a little bit, wait for it to get a little bit darker out, and kind of show you guys my view here. Sun's still out a little bit, so we're gonna wait for that to come down, and then down there, we've got a little fire ring of rocks. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm able to make a fire tonight, which I hope I can. So, peace. So, I think we're looking good for a fire tonight. It's getting kind of chilly out. Sunset was really nice. I don't know if you can see in the video, but there's you can see the town lights over there, lighting up the horizon. So yeah, I'm gonna get this fire started, so let's do it. I feel a little suspicious right now. I feel like I'm not supposed to be doing this, but if somebody comes and tells me I can't do it, then that's fine. And again, these flies, they're not around as much right now just because it's getting colder out, but somehow they're finding a way in my van. I don't know. Cooking that steak left a really nice smell in my van. Every time I get into it, it's just like, flies keep coming in, bug zapper keeps coming out, and they keep dropping like flies. Wow. See if I can help this out just a little bit. So as far as where to next, I have no idea. I've got about a month's time. I'm going to be spending Thanksgiving with a friend and her family in Oregon. So it'll be nice to see them, catch up with her. It's been a long time, actually. That means December I'll be heading south. Finally, I should have been heading south quite a while ago. Didn't really work out how I wanted it to, so it's never usually the case. Kind of unfortunate about these waterfalls over here not really having as much water as it's supposed to. There's still more cool stuff to be seen. Maybe some more adventurous hikes like that last one at Cloud Peak. That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. Just kind of mad at myself that I wasn't really prepared. And you know, the thing about it too is that what I needed to be able to finish that hike was my portable battery. And I thought about it in the morning when I was getting ready, and I was super cold, super tired, eager to get it started. And I was like, nah, I can do it. It's fine. And the joke's on me now because it wasn't fine. I wasn't able to make it. That's all right though. I'll find another one. I'll find another peak. I'll make that one work out. On iOverlander, some of the spots around here say like, I've been caught at like 2:30 in the morning by a park ranger and was told to leave. This fire is really starting to get going. It was chilly out here. This fire is making it warmer, so I think to wrap up this day in the life, I'm just gonna chill here, listen to some music, and kind of just hang out. But yeah, so that's all for now. We'll see what video I decide to do next wherever I'm at, and yeah, peace.